Okay, yeah, I didn't realize you were so big actually that you had people like that using it, but that is huge.
Let's just give it to a couple of people that really love using our product. And then people came up with music videos, with ad creatives, with short films, with all these kinds of. I'm very pumped about Sora.
Aren't
All
we
the
all?
OpenAI, anybody that's got a story to tell comes into Catalyst, having an idea, turning into a script, and then turning that script into something visual. Characters and scenes, consistent. You can upload images of people that you want in the story, and where IP adapters can do it in real time with just one image.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of AI Mode, and in today's episode we are with Andrash, and he's going to be talking about himself and his platform Katalist. So, how are you? How's the weather over there? It looks quite nice at the moment.
Yeah, thank you. My digital wallpaper is looking great.
Oh, I thought it was real.
But yeah, thank you for having me on. I'm super excited to be talking with you today. And yeah, the weather is great. Outside of behind my green screen, I'm just kidding. It's about 20 degrees outside here in Ljubljana. It's beautiful weather. So yeah, I think everybody's very excited, very in the good spirits right now. Because of weather as well.
Nice. I've just been out today, and it's too hot. It's too hot, as British say. Okay, so tell us about yourself. Introduce yourself. What's led you to the point where you've started on Katalist and you've made an amazing platform.
So, like, going way back, I always loved building products. I've been an engineer, then did a lot of work in product, as in product management, building different products from workplace collaboration to fintech to finally having a career in creative automation and advertising. And this is where I spent a lot of time understanding creative production workflows at really, really big brands such as Nike, P&G, Adidas, Lyft, and so on. And I spent a lot of time really understanding how we can optimize and automate certain parts so that we can help advertisers get their campaigns out faster, more efficiently, be more reactive to things that happen. And certainly creating or producing creative is something that takes a lot of time, takes a lot of money. And so I was in that space when generative AI started becoming, I would say, more and more useful. I think at first, especially people were using it for art projects, but as time goes on, it's finding more and more applications business-wise, and that got me to think, how can we apply it? And this is what got me to start Catalyst, to start exploring these use cases for, in the beginning, just advertising, but now more generally, more broadly in like storytelling, entertainment, broadcasting, and so on.
So for the layman or someone that's not familiar with Katalist, like, how do you describe it?
So we call our product Storytelling Studio. And what it means to us is that anybody that's got a story to tell comes into Catalyst, and it's kind of like the catalyst to make their story visual, right? And right now it's creating storyboards, so a series of images that represent your idea, your story, but now more and more also becoming video. And so it's kind of enabling in a way to tell your story, and this can be in lots of different forms. So for marketers, this could be an ad creative, and for movie makers, can be a movie or a pitch, and you can imagine for like content creators, YouTube can be a YouTube video. So it's really all about having an idea, turning into a script, and then turning that script into something visual that people can look at, that can enjoy.
So you said I've seen you have a still image generator for the storyboards. You mentioned very briefly there about the video. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Oh yeah, for sure. So our first step getting into this space, helping people with storytelling, was creating storyboards. I think it's very natural because of how the technology works and text to image. And as we build this tool out and we got customers to use it, we realized the natural next step of that is creating video. Most of our customers, maybe not most, but a lot of our customers would use these images, feed into something like Runway or similar. And some of our customers go and shoot the video on set, right? And so clearly these storyboards, a lot of them were becoming video. And as technology, AI video models are getting so good with Sora coming out, Stable Diffusion Video, it was like kind of clear natural progression for the product to now kind of shift into video. It doesn't mean you don't do storyboards anymore. Storyboards are a very key part. Video is just an extension of that. So once you have your images, your story kind of built out, it then transforms into a video using the cool image to video models.
So how long have you been working on Katalist? Like when did you first have the idea? When did you first start coding and all of that?
So it's been over a year since I kind of started exploring this space. We built the first kind of product, first proof of concept back in February 2023, which was a little bit different. The concept was a little bit different to what it is today. And we've been iterating, trying to find kind of like, kind of crafting the product since then. But really we launched it in October. So it's kind of been like a journey of, talking to a lot of customers, trying lots of different things, trying to build in lots of different ways, which led kind of like the first launch in October to the first couple of customers here in Slovenia. And I think the real kind of like heads down work started in summer of last year, so kind of June, July. That's kind of how the timeline goes.
So how many of you are working at Katalist then?
So it's a team of 6 right now. Most people in engineering. 2 of us are more driving sales, marketing, getting the word out, working with the community. But it's right now it's a pretty small team.
So Luca's with you, I think, right? Yeah. Who else is working?
So Luca, he's heading AI research. Then on the engineering team, Blaž, he's CTO, so he's running all the engineering, and he's joined by a couple of engineers. And then on the marketing side or kind of community side, Laura's also joining me, and he's heading marketing.
So why did you decide? Why did you decide to create Katalist then? What was the catalyst for it?
Yeah, the catalyst was as back in kind of 2022 when DALL-E and Midjourney were getting traction. And at the same time, I was doing creative automation. And I knew creative automation that we were building back then was not based on any AI at all. It was basically a template that pulled data from a spreadsheet. So you can imagine that if you have let's say an ad creative, right? You'd set up a template, say like this headline, it can change, this product image can change, and you would feed kind of a spreadsheet of data into it, and you would kind of automate creative production. And that got me to think that with generative AI, there's so many possibilities opening up when it's not such a linear automation process where you already have a well-defined template. We can go a couple of steps for this production, right, into like much more the creative, the kind of like concepting and just brainstorming, putting together like the initial ideas and so on, right? That you can't do without AI, because AI can give you so much more freedom in terms of expressing yourself compared to kind of like more traditional editing tools. And that's what got me to think that there must be really great opportunities to apply it. And that's where I started thinking about how we could do it. And I tried a couple of different things. We tried first, we thought maybe we can do like mock-ups for photo shoots, that we can help photographers kind of figure things out. And as we got in that direction, we realized, even bigger things are videos, because you need to do like a sequence of these mock-ups or sequence of sketches, which is called a storyboard, right? And that's kind of how we got into this direction, kind of iterating toward kind of what we built today. All right.
Okay, so how does the technology work then?
So the way Katalist works is that there are a couple of steps. First, we process the script. So we'll understand how the script is being built up in terms of characters, scenes, and activities. And then we use all that information to generate prompts. We try to make it as simple as possible to use. So when you first import your script, or even if you generate a script with AI within Katalist, you don't need to do any work to arrive at the first version of your storyboard. So we do all that automatically for you. We kind of put you more in the shoes of a director, where you can say, oh, I like this, maybe I want to change this, I want to change that. And so you don't have to spend a lot of time kind of building up from scratch. And so that information that's being taken from script, being processed by an LLM, then gets used in our image processing pipeline. And so we built a pipeline specifically for this use case because we found that nothing off the shelf, nothing like DALL-E, Midjourney, or any kind of API services could really achieve the kind of quality, consistency, and control that we require in terms of keeping characters and scenes consistent, but also at the same time, after you generate the first draft, giving you a lot of editing capabilities. So when you do your first, after you do your first version, you can go in what we call an editor and do things like change posture of characters. You can remove, delete characters, add new characters. You can upload images of people that you want in the story and use them as
Oh,
a
so
character, right?
so can you do face swapping then?
It's a little bit more advanced than face swapping. So we're using tech that's called IP adapters on the backend
Yeah.
that can take images of people, and it kind of, it's a little bit more than just face swap. So it can also take in the entire costume, the entire person, right?
So I hope you enjoyed that, whichever part of the Andras at Katalist video that you've watched. If you're interested in signing up to Katalist, there is a link somewhere in the description or in the comments section of this video. So until the next part, please watch the next video that's coming up. So Katalist are actually sponsoring this contest that I've started, which is the best of AI image using any generator, any editor that you want. And all the details are in this video.